Welcome to the Astro Imaging Journey channel. Please enjoy the episode. Hello and welcome back to my Astro Imaging Journey channel. And in this episode, I'm going to be reviewing the Lume Cube Mini, I believe it is. And so, if you look here, this is with it installed on my camera. Gives me that nice bright light. I just added this. I was using some different things before. But I think this is giving me some better on-camera stuff here. So I mentioned I had gotten it in a previous video along with the green screen here. But as you can see here, I used an old GoPro clamp to attach it to my tripod. Gives it, right about eye level. Just a little bit about chin level. Not too bad. Don't need another tripod sitting over here or over here. So that worked pretty well. And here it is with it on. And that actually is about not as bright as it can go, actually, because it's just overwhelming. And one of the reasons why I'm reviewing it here is because I'm wondering if I can use this for my flats. I've been struggling with a way to do my flats. I don't have an observatory. I don't have a flat box. And trying to get consistent days to get the flats done in the early morning where conditions are similar and all that have just been horrendous to try to get going with the way the weather is right now. So I have an idea, and if it works using this, I'll post a video on it, but I'm going to try that this weekend if I can. But because now that I got the mono camera back and I'm getting data, I want to improve that image integration process, that pre-processing where, we need our darks, we need our flats, and at least we don't need them. Don't get me wrong, we don't need them, but they help us out. So I'm going to try to get that. So I just want to review this real quick, and if anybody is curious, we'll look at it. You can look at it. I'll put a link in the description of where I got it and the price. And, it was relatively affordable, actually. I say relatively, but in the grand scheme of things, when you're dumping thousands of dollars on a telescope, 60, 70, 80 bucks for a light to do stuff like this is not that much. So, luckily it was on sale, so I jumped on it. But let me pull it off of here and you'll see how different the light, excuse me, you'll see how different the light is once I pull it off here, and we'll go through some things. Okay, so we're back, and as you can see, the lighting's a lot different now. Got a shadow behind me, I can see pretty well. Got an old light thing here, an old camping light is one of the ones I was using. That's as bright as it goes. That's one of the things I was using before, but that's just to help get a little bit of light, because if I turn that off completely, get a lot of shadow, because I only have the ceiling light over here, so you get a lot of shadow here and there. So, this is a lot of the stuff that when you want to try to create videos, you got to think about, and I wasn't thinking about before, but hey, internet's a wonderful thing. Hearing a rattle, I don't like that. But anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, so that's one of the things you got to think about, lighting. So, Lume Cube Mini, as you can see here, pretty small. It's fits in on my hand there. You can see, smaller than my palm. It Let's get up close. You can see it. Come on, there we go. So, kind of small. You can see it in reference to my fingers. Nice little panel back here to see the display, and then your function buttons off to the side here. Fortunately, let me see if I can get this. So let's get that focused in. You can see we've got power button on the top. So power button up here on the top. Your control here to adjust your levels, and USB-C for charging, and possibly even an update. So first, let's see what we'll go through some of the features, but let's look at just how bright this thing is. You just press and hold the power button for roughly 3 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds. And right now this is 50%. Go down, that's 1%. And as you can see, and while I'm doing is holding that little wheel, and that's 100%. We'll go in it. When you just toggle it, it goes down by 20 or by 5%. We'll go back to 50. And when I flip this around onto the screen here, you'll see one of the nice little things about that little LCD on the back. But there's another thing we have here. We can change its color. As you can see, it got a little bit softer, a little bit more yellowish. It's 3200 Kelvin. And we can get that brighter. As you can see, we're getting more in the white, a little bit hotter, and that's 5600 Kelvin. So we'll show you that here in a second. That's pretty cool. I just leave it at 56 Kelvin and be done with it. So let me flip this around, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so you can see here on the side, we've got our battery indicator up here in the top. We've got a time meter here. In the middle, we got our brightness, and in the bottom, we've got our temperature. So as you saw here, I was using this little button over this little wheel on the side, and as I'm pushing down, you can see that number decreases or increases accordingly. So that's pretty nice that you can adjust that. Get those little softer, warmer tones or bright white light. If we push that mode or power button here at the top, once you see the little arrow here changes, goes up and down. So now we have our brightness. You can see it's at 50%. And if we drop it, that's 1%. Now we're at 100%, so it changes pretty quickly. Now if you'll notice here at the top, this timer's changing as well. We drop this all the way down to 1%, real soft light. It gives us 13, 14 hours worth of time. So this would be real useful in a power outage situation. Could set this up as a little bit of a light in our room or living room, something to read by, and wouldn't have to worry too much. It'd be nice for camping. You can get 14 hours on a battery with its lowest light level, and then we go all the way up to 100%, and you can see it says 1.1 hours, and we just dropped a tick on our battery meter. So plenty of time when you're doing videos like this to be able to record your video, plug it back in. Hey, there we are. plug it back in and charge it, be ready for the next video. So let me get this back to 50%. I'm going to turn it off. Now there is 2 other things I want to show you, or kind of one, but it's 2. The first is right here on the end. Come on, focus in. 1/4 millimeter standard jack, and as well as there. So that will allow you to mount this on a standard tripod, GoPro mount that has the 1/4 inch threaded adapters to hold your cameras, so that you could mount it this way or that way, whichever you prefer based on your lighting situation. As you saw, I had mine mounted in landscape mode. But nifty little thing, Lume Cube Panel Mini. See here on the back, the battery is rated for 3.7 volts, 1200 milliamp hour, and it's a lithium polymer battery, and the power is 5 watts to charge it. So, or yeah, either way, power is 5 watts. It is made in China, but it's pretty nifty. So, like I said earlier, why is this on an astro imaging journey channel, or an astro imaging or astrophotography channel, instead of just a regular photography channel? One, it's part of the equipment I use to create these videos now, so it is part of the channel. I wanted to review it, but more importantly, if what I'm planning on doing works, this could essentially be a flat box. Now you would think, I've got an 11-inch SCT, how is this going to be a flat box? Because this is not 11 inches. It's not going to cover that whole thing. What I'm thinking, and you let me know down in the comments if you think my idea will work. The secondary mirror plate on the front of the SCT, this mirror right here, is actually just a little bit bigger. It's about that big. Okay? I could take this, mount it onto that secondary mirror facing out, and then use my diffuser to reflect the light back. I'm thinking that would work, assuming that we get a full color spectrum through here. It may not work for H alpha, may not work for the narrowband filters, but it might work for the RG and B filters as well as luminance. So I will find out. Like I said, I'm going to try to be doing that this weekend. I probably will have already done that by the time this video is edited and uploaded. But in the meantime, let me know what you think while I'm doing this and getting it uploaded for you guys, or tested, and to see if it works. So, like I said, let me know what you think. Is that going to work for me? If it does, either way, I'm going to post it, because if it works, great. If it doesn't work, I've already said I'm going to try it. We need to know, because maybe you would have that same idea. Maybe you would have that same thought, and we'll see. Let's turn this back on again. Ooh, don't look into the bright light. So if we go here, we can see, let's see if we can get in there. There you go. You can see all the LEDs in the panel there. Looks like about 5 per row, 6 rows, so 30 LEDs. And at 1% right now, we're at 12 hours. So let me get this back up to a 50, shut it off. Okay, so yeah, it may have a dual purpose. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, then hey, at least we tried. Thought experiment, you know, that's part of science. Work it out in your head, do it, test it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, hey, at least you know that didn't work. We can move on to finding a different solution. So I'm going to see if this works. But yeah, anyways, I want to say thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review. Well, no, wait. What's a review of, I mean, I just basically showed you what it did. What are my thoughts on it? I love it. Like I said, I've used this out at the telescope at night. I was having a problem the other night, and rather than carrying a flashlight or using a headlamp, you know, it's my front yard. There's nobody else around. I'm not having to worry about other people and using the white light. So I was able to take this, set it off to the side to project light in the area that I was working, use a headlamp as well in white light mode, do what I needed to get done. And turns out one of my cable guides or cable tie down points had come loose, and a couple of the cords, when it was doing the alignment, got wrapped, and the next thing you know, hey, it was crappy. So yeah, so I had to fix that, and you know, and then realign and do a whole bunch of stuff. So I lost about 30-40 minutes of imaging time, but this thing helped out because it was able to flood some light, and I didn't have to go in the garage and get my larger flood lamp and battery unit for that. I just grabbed this, set it off to the side. It provided more than enough light for what I was doing. Definitely a lot more portable, and it was right there when I needed it. As you saw, nice cool light all the way up to real bright white light. So we could go real cool, 1%, and or warm, cool. Either way, we can go to 3600 Kelvin and 1% and get that real nice yellowish glow on what we're trying to film. Or we could go 5600 Kelvin, 100%, really spotlight that thing. You know, is it going to put out as much light as, you know, a 12-inch panel or a professional grade light stand? No, it's not what it's designed for. It's designed to be portable, useful, you know, get a little hot shoe adapter, pop it on the top of your camera if you're vlogging, and be able to illuminate yourself while you're vlogging out on a trail or whatever. That's what it's designed for, and I thought the size would be perfect for putting in front of the SCT secondary mirror to see what that would do. So as far as the light cube itself, I'm liking it. Haven't had any problems with it thus far, but I've only had it for a couple weeks and used it a few times. But it's holding up decent. You know, it's light. It's I'm liking it so far. So we'll keep using this. try to improve the videos we're doing, at least for in camera, or in front of camera rather. And yeah, so Lume Cube Mini, I like it. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. I hope you're staying safe and healthy out there. As always, please stick around for the outro. Clear skies, and have a good one. Thank you for watching yet another video from the Astroimaging Journey channel. Really appreciate your viewership. In our upper right, we have the latest video we've uploaded. In our lower right, we have what YouTube might think you would enjoy. And in the lower left is our subscription button. Please like this video, subscribe if you so choose. As always, clear skies, have a good one, and remember Duke.